These Rock Band downloadable content reviews are done by Xygni and Finished Cookie.
Afterlife!
What I have to say about Afterlife is it's probably not for the weak-hearted, because, I mean, if you just beat Reptilia on Expert, you might probably want to avoid this, because it'll do some pretty life-changing things to you, I would imagine. And, I mean, this song, it'll never get boring if you play it over and over again, because it'll be a new challenge every time to try to beat your old score if you can pass it. And the solo, it made me urinate blood violently. That was how amazing it was. And I can't even get past 70% on this solo. So, I don't know. You could probably do better than me, because I just tried to hit the green note or whatever. I don't know. I'm giving it a 9.5, though, because it's awesome. Awesome.
Afterlife is a really awesome song, and it never gets boring, and it changes a lot. You never see like the same thing twice, which doesn't happen a lot in drums, but it happens everywhere here. There's something new every 10 seconds. And even the part that's like slower, where the drummer is singing, the, hi-hat, snare, bass thing, that's even fun, because you get to like rock out to the song. So I would definitely recommend this to people who play drums. I'm gonna give it an 8. Mother critical acclaim and mother and Neopets. Yep, done. Do.
For critical acclaim, I don't know. I'd say if you were going to buy one Avenged Sevenfold song, I would do Afterlife and not this one. I mean, there's a lot of fast strumming, and it is fun. I mean, don't get me wrong there. It's really fun, but, I mean, there's not as much hammer-ons as the other one. The first solo was kind of easy and not that fun-ish. And the second solo was awesome, though. It made me horny. 8.5.
Critical Acclaim is, in my opinion, the best drum song that has come out since The Perfect Drug, which, just to put it out there, I would have given that a 10 if we had reviewed that, so go get that. But anyway, this song is awesome, and just like Afterlife, it changes constantly, and even the parts where the drummer sings are really fun. And my favorite part is there's a part where the bass pedal gets going, and you have to hit the snare and the ride cymbal and the crash cymbal, and it's just really, really fun to do. But the whole song is really awesome, and you should definitely get it if you play drums. Both Avenged Sevenfold songs, actually. So I'm going to give it a 9. This song makes my drums hurt.
Hammerhead, I would probably have enjoyed a lot more if I didn't have to constantly save my drum partner. I think I might start auditions for a new drummer, maybe, because I need someone that can hold their weight, on the boat. He's like the fat guy on the boat, and he's gonna eventually take me into the dark depths of the ocean with him because of his body weight. No, he's not that bad. I'm kidding. But seriously, it's like I think It's a good example of a good song that doesn't have any hammer-ons. It's one of those songs, doesn't have any hammer-ons or pull-offs, so it's not really crazy hard, but it's still really fun. And so I'm going to give it an 8. New drummer.
The Offspring song, Hammerhead, is probably one of the most challenging songs I've ever played on this game. I had more trouble beating it than I did on Run to the Hills on Expert, which doesn't necessarily mean it's harder than Run to the Hills, but it's confusing is what it is. It's the beat is odd, but it's a lot of fun, and it's like crazy fast, and there's a lot of different stuff going on. And it's kind of like Blink-182 on steroids, I think, which I like that idea. So I had a lot of fun on it, even though I totally sucked at it. You can even see me failing a couple times in there. Yeah. But I'm going to give it an 8. Rock and roll dream.
I think it's weird that Crooked X made a song called Rock and Roll Dream, because I always pictured them as kind of like more like aggressive, with aggressive song titles like Rock and Roll Necrophiliac or something like that. I don't know. But this song, it was there wasn't really anything new in it, but it was still pretty fun. I think it just could have used a little bit more variety, I guess. I don't know. It didn't hit the spot for me. So I'm gonna give this a 7.
Rock and Roll Dream turned out to be my least favorite song this week, which isn't really a bad thing because all of these songs were really fun on drums. But it reminds me a lot of Rock Rebellion in the sense that you hit the hi-hat, snare, and bass a lot pretty slowly. You get to like rock out and you can headbang and stuff. At least that's what I do. It's kind of lame, but whatever. And then it goes into the ride cymbal, just like Rock Rebellion does. And it's a lot of fun. It's a little bit more repetitive than the other 3 songs, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I know a lot of drums are repetitive. But this is really fun, and I'm going to give it a 7.5. Woohoo! Final verdict time! Okay, so if you play either drums or guitar or both, or even if you play like vocals or something, get all these songs. Or at least get Avenged, Sevenfold, and The Offspring, because they're awesome. If you have to pick one song for guitar, it would be Afterlife, and for drums, I would say Critical Acclaim. But all of the songs are pretty good. The weak point would be Crooked X, but it's still really fun, so if you have the extra points, pick them up. To find people who have the same downloadable content as you, go to dlcquickplay.com and have a party again!